If you're a quiet quitter, you're a loser. You're un-American. That's what I think.
We're still doing this. Somehow, we're still having this conversation about quiet quitting. And now the sharks are getting involved.
Yeah, people that shut down their laptop at 5, want that balance in life, want to go to the soccer game, 9 to 5 only, they don't work for me. I can tell you that. I hope they work for my competitors.
Kevin O'Leary is a Canadian businessman who you might know from the reality show Shark Tank. It's that show where people come to investors to pitch their ideas and they sit kind of like this for a bit before deciding whether or not they want to rip these people off with scammy investments. And look, I'm sure there's some that are fine, that's just don't sue us, but the point is, he's made to look like this business expert and his record shows that he's really not. And now Kevin O'Leary has been hammering this quiet quitting thing for a while now and even said this.
Now, some ideas are bad ideas and some ideas are stupid ideas, but very rarely can you combine both. And that's what we have here. This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in launching a career. If you're a quiet quitter, you're a loser. You're un-American. That's what I think.
You hear that? You're un-American if you quiet quit. I'm sure some of you know that Kevin O'Leary was born in Montreal, Canada, is a Canadian citizen, and has never been an American, so it's a little bit funny to see him saying you're un-American if you quiet quit. Now, what is quiet quitting? We've talked about it before in these videos. It's when people do their job. It's when people don't do things they aren't being paid for. It's when people don't take on extra work outside of their job description. Now, it's on you to decide how you want to live your life, how you want to work. You can do that if you think there's a possibility of advancing. But the thing is, they're all attacking it. All the business leaders, all the business press, they're attacking this trend, which isn't really a trend. It was made up. People have always been able to decide for themselves whether or not they wanted to fulfill their job description or do things they aren't being paid for. Go above and beyond, as they say. And again, you can decide how you want to live your life. Sometimes there is a good job prospect waiting for you. Sometimes there is a promotion waiting for you. But oftentimes there's not. And the reason the business press is attacking this and trying to treat it like it's some new trend that millions of workers are doing together at the same time, when it's not, but the reason they're attacking it is because that possibility is so easy to exploit.
Here's the thing about quiet quitting. We all knew the whole time that what we were doing was unsustainable. Everybody, the bosses knew, the workers knew, HR knew, the trend forecast people. And look, surprise, it couldn't be sustained. People have realized that they're giving and giving and giving, and they're not getting in return.
Making you think that a promotion or a raise is just around the corner, and the only thing that stands between you and that raise or promotion is extra work, only benefits your boss, only benefits your employer. And ultimately, it just helps their bottom line. Because the more work you do, the more work you take away from a potential hire. And that potential hire that they don't end up hiring saves them money and increases their profits. You following me here? The reason they want to quash this trend, even just quash this idea, is because they want you to do more work at your same base salary so they can make more money and profit. It's that simple. And all of these different types of things, these post-pandemic conversations we're having about people working, ultimately just benefit companies. The return to the office helps them justify high-priced real estate that they're renting out or own. It's so they can easily micromanage you back in the office. It's a little harder to micromanage without surveillance software, and that's a conversation outside of this. But still, people are comfortable working from home. People have a healthier work-life balance. People don't have to spend hours sometimes commuting to and from work before and after. That allows them to live their life. But getting people back in the office means they're more likely to do more work there, when at the end of the day, they can just close their laptop and be present with their friends or family. I would argue being present and having a healthier work-life balance is the way to go. But companies want you back in the office because it's easier to get you to work longer and harder. Look, if you want people to work longer and harder, pay them more, give them a raise, give them a promotion. Quit acting like the only way to do that is to get people back in there and to kill this quiet quitting idea. It's really quite simple. If you want more out of someone, pay them.